Welcome inside Coach's Corner. I'm now joined by a new head coach, the new head football coach here in Waskom, Greg Pearson. Now, Coach, you were at Brownsboro head coach for the past 4 years, but coming here to Waskom, it's a familiar place for you. It's kind of like a homecoming, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's coming back home. Had wonderful 7 years here. Came in with Coach Keeling and the staff in 2010. I was the defensive coordinator, and we got to kind of build this program, and they continued on with some great success. And now that Coach Keeling has moved on, I'm coming back, and I plan to try to build on what we established here and continue to grow.
And I heard that you came out of retirement, right, for this job. So to come out of retirement, it must be a pretty special place, right? What makes Waskom have such a special place in your heart to you?
Well, it's really the only place I would come out of retirement for. It was such a wonderful 7 years. This community, this town, this school district, the people here, the kids, it's just a wonderful place. I went to go venture out to get a head coaching job after we'd won our second state championship, and just decided to get placed up for retirement. And when I turned 52 last year, I was able to retire. And I guess it shows how long I've been coaching. But after sitting out, whenever Coach Keeling took the job at Tatum, I was contacted, and it was a godsend. I mean, I truly believe God's hands in all this, and I'm excited about it. And I was very happy and eager to get back. I can't wait for July the 1st to actually get here so I can be with the kids, coaching them and stuff.
What was your reaction when you got that call?
Oh, it was, thank you, God. I knew that I was going to sit out a year. The rules in Texas are you sit out a year, you can come back in and coach. I'd already had a couple other job opportunities, but like I told my wife when she came home after that phone call with Coach Keeling, and he told me he was probably going to Tatum, that, sweetheart, we may be leaving Granbury to go back to Waskom, and if it's anything like the first 7 years when we came, it would definitely be the greatest ending of a career ever.
And now you do have to wait a little bit, July 1st, like you said, but what have the early interactions been like with the kids here?
Oh, it's been great. A lot of these kids I knew as they were coming up in 7th grade, 6th grade. So, my wife taught every kid at this high school in the 3rd grade here. The families here, I coached some of these kids' brothers, some of them's uncles, cousins. It's like I said, it's a return home to me.
And you were a part of those back-to-back state championships, 2014, 2015. You have the sign outside. You're always reminded of it. What do you think it's going to take to maybe change that sign a little bit and get back to the state championship?
Well, they've came awfully close the last 2 years. They ran into a great Franklin team and gave them all that they could handle. But I tell you, the kids here are the biggest part. I mean, these kids, when we came here, they bought in to what Coach Keeling, Coach Kubiak, and myself were trying to establish. And they've been continuing for the last 12 years, ever since 2010. And we're just looking to try to make it one step further. We got great kids. These kids work hard. They love the game of football. They love athletics. The community, the town is behind you, and it's the greatest. I mean, the whole town shuts down for Friday nights, and we're hoping to find a way, if it's God's plan, for us to make it that one more step. But it's going to take a lot of hard work. We got a lot of new kids, some young ones, had a lot graduate, had a couple that their dads were coaching and they have moved to Tatum, so we lost some talent there, but there's some outstanding talent still here, and I'm looking forward to continuing what Coach Keeling and them have done the past 7 years, or past 12 years, past 5 that I've been gone.
I'm sure you're familiar with it. Everyone here in Waskom is familiar with how Coach Keeling ran the offense with the option. What do you plan on doing? Do you plan on keeping things the same, or are you going to add your own flair?
Well, like I told them, I was here. I was a defensive coordinator, and my defense coordinator here worked under me when I was here, and we're going to run what we ran defensively, which isn't much of a change from what they've been doing. But offensively, it's not broke, so we're not trying to fix it. We're going to continue doing that. These kids have been in this system for the past 5 years or more as they are seniors, and we're looking to build on it. We do have a couple things that we're going to add, but we're not changing much at all. Just hoping these kids go and do what they do, which is play very good football.
For you, the biggest change will be, instead of being defensive coordinator, you will be the head coach of the Waskom Wildcats. What do you think those emotions are going to be like that first game?
It's going to be pretty exciting. I'll have to remember to tone it down a little. My nature's very outgoing, energetic. It's a little different path being the AD head coach. I'm glad I've got the past 4 years as the AD head coach at Brownsboro to learn from, to grow from, and so forth. But you know, it's football. I'm a very passionate, enthusiastic guy that loves the game of football. I've coached for 30 years, and I came back to get a few more years in me, and can't wait to get started with these kids.